What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Son of a Tech once again, and I went ahead and picked up a game called Hellblade Senua Sacrifice last night, and I gotta say, the visuals are great. I'm gonna go ahead and put up some gameplay footage, which is essentially 4K, around 60 FPS is what it should be capturing at with NVIDIA Shadow Play. The GPU is the NVIDIA Titan X Pascal, so the old Titan X. And the CPU is a 6800K, and we have 32 gigabytes of DDR4 Dominator Platinum clocked at 3200 megahertz. It should be running on my NVMe drive and recording to an SSD, so it should be all good there. Enjoy the gameplay. Now, there are some issues with the game. Aside from the fact that the game is getting amazing reviews on Steam itself, the Metacritic score got tanked by Jimquisition, who gave it a 1 for what was essentially a single bug, however, a single game-breaking bug that he experienced. Now, I don't think that you should be giving a game a 1 out of 10 and completely destroying its Metacritic score because of a single game-breaking bug, unless you can confirm that game-breaking bug is happening to a majority of players, or at least what I would say would be over 50% of players. If it's not affecting over 50% of players, a 1 seems quite harsh. I would assume at that point that you would want to scale that in a reasonable manner. So scale that score depending on either how many affected users there are, or, you know, scale it based on the rest of the experience in the game. Now, I played it personally, and this is my own footage. I'm not very good at this game, but it essentially has a kind of mediocre combat system with a very good puzzle system. So the puzzle system is where the game broke, where Jimquisition apparently ran into an issue where he needed a torch to complete the puzzle. For whatever reason, the bug did not give him the torch, and it essentially made it to where it was impossible for him to complete the game. Now, that also, because the game doesn't have previous save options, it makes you restart the whole game, which would be actually not bad if you consider the fact that the game is supposed to have permadeath as well, so you would expect that mechanic to work in that manner, correct? But it gets worse, and this is where I disagree with the developers in general, is where Total Biscuit did tweet out today, and spoiler alert, just spoiler, turn off if you don't want to hear any spoilers about the game. Oh man, Total Biscuit tweeted out that the permadeath is not actually real, it's faux, so there's not actually a permadeath in the game, meaning to me, if there's no permadeath, there's probably no reason to go ahead and take away, you know, multiple save options, especially on a game like this that is story based. It does have puzzles where there could be game-breaking bugs. Yeah, the whole thing kind of goes out the window. The argument of the only one single save forced by the developer goes out the window right away if they're lying about permadeath. And so that's my largest issue with Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, with a little bit of defense in their favor against Jimquisition's 1 point on Metacritic. Now, that review has been taken down, put back up, taken down and put back up multiple times today, so we'll see where it ends up at the end of the day or tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and as always, I will see you next Tuesday.